Hello, people. Today we have this little pocket revolver. It's in rough shape. Typically, you'll see markings on the side of the barrel telling you the caliber. And then on the bottom of the grip or the bottom of the trigger guard, typically you'll find serial numbers there, but on this one we don't find anything. On the top of the barrel, we see there it reads Harrington Richardson Arms Company, Worcester, Massachusetts, USA. Patent October 4, 1887. April 2nd, 1895. And April 7th, 1896. H&R did not make it easy for us to do research on these little guns. There are no model numbers associated with these pistols. They're model names, and they're kind of long and convoluted. But after doing a little bit of research, and because of the markings that are on the top of this barrel and some of the other features that you find built into this pistol, we discover this is a premier first model small frame top break specifically for black powder. These pistols were made between 1895 and 1904, but this one in particular, and again because of these markings on the top, we know that this is a third variation of that model made specifically between 1897 and 1898. So to find the serial number on this, we have to open the action. And to do that, you just push up on this lock and break the action open by pulling the barrel down. And when you do that, what happens is the ejector starts to push the cartridges out automatically. And then when you get to a certain point, it retracts. Now here on the cylinder, and then again on the ejector, we see a number 226. And that's certainly probably related to the serial number, but we still don't see it. Sometimes manufacturers will put numbers down here below the cylinder, but again, we don't see anything there either. So to remove the cylinder on this particular model, what you do is you push this little button here and lift up on the lock at the same time, and then let go of both, and that unlocks this little hook right there that's on the top of the cylinder, and then the cylinder just pulls right off. Some of them you would unscrew. I know Ivor Johnson's unscrew, but that one just pulls right out. And there we see the serial number. It reads 85226. And then, of course, to put the cylinder back in, you seat it all the way at the bottom, and then just push that button. And then you can close the cylinder. After removing the left grip panel, we see another partial serial number. Like the numbers on the cylinder and the ejector, these are meant for factory use, really just to show that these parts were original to each other. H&R made the Premier first model in 22 long rifle and 32 Smith & Wesson short only. And of course, only for black powder ammunition, meaning your ammunition must be loaded with black powder, opposed to smokeless powder, which is a lot easier to find, of course. So shooting the wrong ammunition out of this pistol can damage the gun, of course, and possibly even the shooter. So it's not recommended at all. Another feature, or the lack thereof, on these guns that really makes them undesirable to shoot is the freewheeling nature of the cylinder. So when you cock the hammer to the rear, what comes up is called the hand, and the hand engages the cylinder here to advance the cylinder around to the next round to get it lined up with the barrel. This little rectangular slot allows for the cylinder stop to rise up and stop the cylinder, but it's connected to the trigger, so when the hammer comes forward and the trigger comes forward, the cylinder stop is below the receiver, so there's nothing to stop the cylinder from moving. But the shape of the flute for the cylinder stop to engage allows for a lot of wiggle. And it's just not a very precise relationship. It's not a quality design. If the cylinder isn't perfectly lined up with the barrel, your bullet's going to strike more to the right or to the left, and that's just not. It's just not something you want. Regardless, the trigger and trigger guard have a nice blued finish. The hammer is case hardened, and when the nickel finish is in better shape, these are actually really attractive revolvers. They're fun to collect if you can appreciate the historical value and you understand the subtle nuances that go along with owning a piece of history like this, then it can be very rewarding. They're fun collector pieces. They're fun to talk about, and they're educational. And that's really how you have to look at it today. It's not a shooter. It's a glorified paperweight, or fidget tool, if you will. Thanks for watching, people. Make it a great day.